Can you tell me your first and last name and then spell it out for me?
First name is Frank, last name is Peter, Frank, Peter.
Okay. And can you just tell me a little bit about yourself?
I am 50 years old. I work in the building division at the City of Hamilton. I've been here for 29 years, almost 30 years. And I love my city, I love my job. Every day I come to work, I'm truly blessed the people I get to work with. And that's who I am.
Nice. So how do you feel about the current AODA laws that have been enacted, such as ramps being put in new buildings or braille on doorways for people to just see where they're going?
I think it's a great thing that the province of Ontario has enacted. It's a little behind the ADA requirements, which is the United States Americans with Disabilities Act. But we're slowly catching up, and I think we're doing some great things compared to 30 years ago. Things are a lot better, a lot more accessible nowadays.
Mm-hmm. And do you believe anything should be changed to benefit people with assistive devices?
Changed? I don't know about change. I think there should be other opportunities for people with disabilities that aren't in the legislated prescriptive requirements. For example, giving people the opportunity to modify their homes or to adapt their vehicles with hand controls. There should be some sort of funding available. That may not be the answer you're looking for, but in terms of financial support, there should be some sort of financial support for some people with disabilities.
Awesome. And with respect to your work environment, have you seen any progression with regards to your accommodations?
I think that here at the City of Hamilton they've done some great measures. Or door operators, for example, you can see the door operator right in behind me.
Yeah.
They put door operators in the meeting rooms. They've got dedicated washrooms on each floor level. Ramping is great. It's virtually barrier free. They've done a great job at it, and we set the example. We also administer the Ontario Building Code requirements. So we're leaders in the industry as number one in barrier free access.
Perfect. Yeah. And I've heard you play tennis. So how'd you find out about that within your community?
I did play tennis. I no longer compete in tennis. I moved on to golf. I'm a golfer now. But I heard about that at the rehab hospital when I was injured. They advertised basketball, and that's all really was around at that time. And so I started playing basketball and tried out for Team Canada, and didn't really like the team aspect of it. So I was introduced to wheelchair tennis. And then, I took off from there, and I started teaching, volunteering, teaching kids with disabilities, and it's really satisfying to see that, one of my proteges that I taught his first lesson at represented Canada in England at the Paralympic Games. So,
oh, wow.
Yes.
And what is it like just teaching children?
Very satisfying. It's anytime you can give back, I feel like I'm very, very blessed with my life and what I've done to this date, and just to be able to give back and see these kids in wheelchairs coming out and the big smile on their face hitting a tennis ball, it's just it speaks volumes, and it's an amazing experience. And I like doing the same with golf too. I host some golf clinics for people with disabilities to get them out on the golf course, because a lot of people don't know that they can golf, and there's single rider golf carts out there called the Solo Rider. That just open up so many doors for people with disabilities. They can get out and play a round of golf. I play 70 rounds of golf a year, and I beat up on all my friends. Most of my friends I beat up on them, like I did on the tennis court. I'm beating them up on the golf course. So, to have these tools that are available for somebody just to live, lead a normal life. There's no disabilities. It's an ability. So, the things are good. So.
Nice. And then just the last question. Do you think there's enough accommodations for athletes in your community?
I believe there are enough accommodations as in buildings, but apparatus, maybe not. Like the ski, like I used to downhill ski, like skiing, tennis wheelchairs are expensive, skiing's expensive, golf carts are expensive. I understand that. And a lot of the golf courses around here, like the City of Hamilton has accessible to solo rider golf carts. They have them at the King's Forest and at Shadow golf courses. There are other golf courses in like Mississauga Municipal Golf Courses, Flamborough Hills golf courses, Legends on the Niagara. So there are golf courses out there that have these golf carts. Eagle Valley in Niagara Falls. So they are out there. I think it's the word has to get out to people with disabilities that hey, there's these things out there, and you can golf, you can play tennis, you can ski. There are ski programs available. So Ontario Sport. There's a Ontario Disabled Sports. Used to be Ontario Wheelchair Sports Association. I think it's called Ontario Sports now, but they have an association with great contact people there that can certainly put them in touch with places that do have adaptive equipment. So
Perfect. And thank you very much.
you're welcome.
All right.